it's Chris, and I'm outside in our really messy studio because it's really loud in my house right now. You might hear some roosters crowing. That's just our neighborhood. So I'm just doing a little 1 year post-op. It's actually 1 year and like 3 months at this point. 1 year post-op top surgery FAQ. Just a bunch of the questions I normally get, and a little bit about my top surgeries. So this is my chest. So I had double incision, which is bilateral mastectomy with free nipple grafts. I had top surgery on January 4th, 2017, so just over a year ago. I went to Dr. Raphael in Plano, Texas, which is up near Dallas. I paid out of pocket for my surgery. The cost is $6,000 if you don't need additional liposuction, and I actually paid cash up front, which they'll give you a 5% discount for. So I think that my surgery was like $5,750 total, which was not too bad. I fundraised for part of it through Flaunt. We raised like $2,500 for me. I did a little bit of GoFundMe stuff. I did tattoo commissions, and then just like what I make from Flaunt, like running Flaunt too. So it took a while to save up. I scheduled my surgery in like August, and between August and January I was able to save up the majority of that. I was almost 2 years on testosterone when I had surgery. I had insurance at the time, but my insurance didn't cover the procedure, and even if it had, my deductible was $6,000. So that's like the cost of the surgery, so that was negligible. And Dr. Raphael rarely, if ever, accepts insurance. So if you like his results or that area is convenient for you, I do know that Dr. Doolin and Dr. Harris sometimes and often work with insurance, and they have comparable results to Dr. Raphael, and they're really great. So I thought recovery was a breeze, honestly. That's not just me being someone that's like really underselling it. For me, I had a really, really easy recovery. That's not the case for everybody, but for some people it totally is. So I had never had surgery before, so I was a little bit nervous about how recovery was going to go and just having surgery, period. At my 1 week full reveal, everybody, like including the nursing staff, was really surprised because I had almost no swelling, no bleeding. My chest was pretty amazing right off the bat. So I have some videos of like my pre-op, my surgery day, my 1 week reveal, and also post-op care. So if you want to check those out, if you're curious about any of that stuff, I will link them throughout this video, and you can also just find them within my video playlists. But yeah, recovery was pretty easy. I had a lot of movement early on. I didn't experience a lot of pain. I wasn't nauseous from the anesthesia or anything. It was really, really great. The hardest part for me was I sleep on my stomach, and so having to sleep on my back for like 6 weeks was like pretty difficult. But if that's the worst thing, then it's not that bad, really. Some things about recovery: my scars did stretch a little bit more than I expected, considering how thin they were at the time of like my post-op reveal. Mostly on my right side over here. I think that was from sleeping like this, like early on. I would just wake up with my arms above my head sometimes, which I really couldn't help when I was asleep or whatever. But yeah, just the right side I can tell is from kind of sleeping. I did use Mepitac silicone tape on my scars. I also have used Mederma PM, Bio Oil, and Biocornium silicone gel that they sell at Dr. Raphael's office. I used the tape pretty religiously at the beginning, and I'm trying to get back to using it some more because my scars are redder than I anticipated considering how the rest of my body scars, which is usually not very dark. But I am fine with how my scars look. At the time of my reveal and for a few weeks post-op, I did have like protruding like nipples, like my nipple grafts took, but as they healed, my nipples flattened out. So I don't, it's just, you know, like just areola, not nips. It wasn't like a noticeable thing when I was healing, so it's not like, oh my God, I noticed they fell off or anything, but they're definitely flat now. It doesn't really bother me. My nipples were more round at the time of surgery, and as my chest is like tightened up, like if you see how I like pull like this, I think that as it's tightened, they have gotten more ovular, which again is fine. What else? Dr. Raphael took into consideration, like I asked him for where I was specific about where I wanted my nipples to be placed, where I wanted my scars to be placed. So all of that I had a lot of say in. I was very small chested pre-op, maybe like a double A. I could have qualified for peri or keyhole if I had gone through a different surgeon, but I specifically chose Dr. Raphael because I really liked his double incision results, also because of his proximity to me. It's about a 3-hour drive from Austin, and because of price. He was on the low end of a lot of surgeons, and I knew I was going to be paying out of pocket. A lot of people ask me why I got double incision if I was small chested. Personally, I like double incision results. I find them to be more consistent. I knew exactly basically what I was going to get coming out of things. I didn't have to kind of wait to see how things healed up, how my like skin would tighten up, any of that. My biggest concern going into surgery was nipple size. Even though I had a small chest, I didn't have what I felt like were cis-passing nipples, so I wanted a surgeon that really would resize my nipples, and Dr. Raphael has pretty consistent small nipples, which I liked. And I like the result of like the incisions helping to contour the chest. So for me, I just prefer those results, and I think that that's totally fine. Do whatever you think is best for your body. I got back into the gym at about, I think, 8 weeks, 7 to 8 weeks. That's what they usually recommend. I took it pretty easy, like leading up to that, even though I had a lot of movement and stuff. I really didn't want to stretch my scars too much. I didn't want to hurt myself. So I waited about the full 8 weeks. But when I got back into the gym, I jumped right back into CrossFit. I just modified a lot of my lifts and exercises, and my trainers were really cool about that. So basically, I mean, I was like, had no problem doing things like push-ups, but I just made sure I wasn't doing a lot of like pull-ups. So I didn't want to like, you know, like stretch anything or do handstands and that sort of stuff. So I just avoided a lot of like upward stretching movements because this is all very tight immediately post-op. Didn't really have any issue getting back into the gym. During recovery, I did lose about 10 pounds. I don't know if that was muscle. I don't know what exactly it was, but I did go through a little bit of post-op depression because I couldn't work out. Working out is a really big part of my routine daily, so that was a really big change. I usually work out like 5 times a week, and I didn't work out for 8 weeks, so that was a little bit tough. I knew that was going to happen going in. I figured it would happen, so that took some dealing with, but I don't currently have a lot of feeling in my chest, even though I'm about a year post-op. So like I can feel like that I'm touching my chest, like pressure-wise. I don't have like erotic sensation in my nipples, but I am not like a nipple person. I didn't really care about preserving that, so that's fine with me. When I say I don't have a lot of sensation, along my incisions feels like a sleep. It's like tingly, and it's been like that since I was post-op. It's not painful or anything, but it just feels numb. I'm not sure if it will come back. It's not like super noticeable. You know, that's not somewhere that like I'm constantly like rubbing on or anything, but that is a possibility. So you might not regain full sensation, or it might come back eventually. So for me, I don't have full sensation in my chest, but it doesn't bother me. So I think that's the majority of the questions that I often get asked. Hopefully that was kind of helpful, a little top surgery FAQ. I am going to try to make like a montage, like 1 year post-op with some comparison photos and videos and all that sort of stuff, because that'll be a little bit more fun, but this was easy to knock out right now. And If y'all have any more questions, you can comment below this video and I'll try to answer them for you. I couldn't recommend Dr. Raphael enough. He was amazing. I love Dr. Raphael. I think that he was amazingly receptive, super talented, super nice. Like, he was like a total bro, which I thought was funny. And his whole staff was amazing. I've been back there like 3 separate times since surgery with like my friends who are having surgery. Every time I'm there, they greet me with hugs, we hang out, like, they're so nice. So I really, really recommend, it's the American Institute for Plastic Surgery in Plano. Definitely recommend them. I had a really, really great experience. So yeah, that's my chest. 1 year and some change post-op, feeling great, super happy. Super happy. So thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much to the people who helped make it possible by donating to my fundraisers, commissioning tattoo designs, buying from Flaunt, and just for like the emotional support and for following. Y'all are awesome. You're amazing. And I'll see y'all next time.